Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Friday morning, afternoon or evening across where we may be at. I hope the beginning of your weekend is going well. I hope you've all had a great week, and today I want to do the part 2 from my video from yesterday, and this is going to be talking about autism and language and the way that we should use certain words and terminology, because as I went to an event yesterday in Norwich called the Now That's What I Call Autism conference, and there was a pair of friends speaking, and they were using words which I really didn't feel were suitable to be using, and they were using the words like special and gifted and different, and yes, I know they meant it in a positive term and a way to say that we stand out and that we're neurodiverse and we have different giftings and backgrounds, and yes, I understand that, but when you're talking about us like we're babies and like we're children, it really irritates me, because she was like, oh well, we are the gifted people, you know, we are the different people, we are people who are brainy, we are the ones who are special, and I'm just like, oh, it makes me cringe, like saying things like, oh, we're special or gifted. I'm like, come on, like, it's so infantilizing. Like, you're making all autistic neurodivergent people cringe. Like, no, it's not okay to say the words like, oh, gifted, we're special, or we have special abilities. Like, what? Are we superheroes? No. Like, please don't use the word special, gifted around autistic or neurodiverse people, because it's just really infantilizing. It puts us down, it makes us sound like we're children, like we're stupid, and we're not. We're very, very intelligent people. We're very, very different people with a lot of different backgrounds and feelings and thoughts and emotions and different processes of how we communicate with other people around us. And I think to use the words like special and gifted and just being overly patronizing can be really, really quite agitating. And personally, it just really makes me feel a bit like cringed, because I understand it was coming from a good place, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this to be bitchy or horrible, but it just makes me feel like really like we're being spoken down to and patronised and talked about like we're incapable of achieving and doing things like the word surviving and thriving as well. Like, yes, I know, again, it came from a good place. It comes from a place of caring and nurturing and want to support others who are like ourselves or who are self-identifying as being autistic or neurodivergent, ADHD, OCD, that kind of stuff. Like, yes, I know there's a lot of people who are on the neurodivergent spectrum. That's okay. I get that. That's fine. But to speak about all of us like we're babies or children, it's just not okay. It's not right. It's not the right thing to do, and personally it just really makes me feel like I'm being patronised and dumbed down and made to feel like a total idiot, and we're not. And I understand why some people use that terminology, that wording, that's fine. If it's their own potential, their own individual wording, their own individualised identity, how they feel, how they identify, fine, I get that, I will respect that and put my hands up. But you know, don't say things like, oh, because we're gifted, we have a different brain set, you know, we communicate differently. Yes, we all do communicate differently because we're on the autism spectrum. For people who are on the autism spectrum, we all are different. We have different behaviours, different traits, different severities, different ways of being independent, different ways of functioning. And again, that is something else that I can talk about. But when you're talking about people who are autistic, neurodivergent, and you use as well, you know, it's because we're special. People just don't get us. We just don't fit. You know, we're different from the normal people, and it's like, well, we are normal to what we know is normal, but you know, when you say, oh, well, we're not in the normal group, or we don't fit in the normal group, yes, we don't fit in the normal group, but it's still not okay to talk about us like we're dum-dums or babies, because we're not. And I think the language around autism is so still infantilized and patronised and dumbed down. It's like, oh, well, they don't understand, they don't get it, and it's like, what? Like, hold on, what? Like, we are adults. Like, if people talk about me like that or around me like that, I'll be like, excuse me. Like, don't talk about me like that. Like, I am not dumb. I'm not stupid. I'm not deficited. I'm not someone who's less than. Like, don't talk about me like I'm a dum-dum, because I'm not. Like, we have to be so careful with the terminology, the language, the way that in context, the way that it's implied, the way that it's said, because again, a lot of autistic people don't like words like, oh, we're gifted, we're different, we have a different. Yes, we know we're different. We're born differently for a reason, and we're born different with certain triggers and things like that. Yes, but there's still no need to be patronising or making us feel like we're children, because autistic children, autistic adults are two different sets of people. Your autistic children who act different and will be different. Autistic adults are more mature and have more coping strategies, and autistic children don't. A lot of autistic children are very immature, so we have to be so careful when we do the language, where we place ourselves on the spectrum, and the way we should describe ourselves is our own self-identities. We shouldn't be saying words like gifted or different or, we're special. We're created special. Like, no, sorry, but no. Like, it's just really, really patronising, and it's something that I just find really, really agitating, and it's something that I felt this way for quite a while. Like, it's on programs like Love on the Spectrum it happens, and you've got programs that make disabled people sound like we can't be independent, we can't function right, and it's just like, we need to take a step back as society and learn to accept disabled people, neurodivergent people, as people, rather than talking about them or talking to us like we're children, or we're dumb, or we're stupid, or they just won't get it. Never mind. Like, they don't understand you. Like, what? Like, no. We need to come to a place of mutual understanding, respect and dignity towards people who are different, because we need to come to a place where it's not okay to take advantage of disabled and neurodiverse people. It's not okay to speak about us like we're people who are incapable of functioning. Yes, I understand that every autistic person or every neurodivergent person functions differently, but still we need to be so careful about the way we talk about other neurodivergent people, other autistic people, because we're not all the same. We don't have the same thoughts or feelings or emotions, and it's just something that I've been wanting to talk about, and I hope you've understood my thoughts and feelings on this subject. It's something that I've had to think about a lot in the last couple of days, and thinking, you know what, I really need to talk about this and get it out there and help people to understand, because enough is enough. Like, you should be talking with us, not without us. Hashtag nothing about us without us. That's the same thing. That we need to be included. Like, don't talk at us. Don't talk about us. Talk with us. Learn to understand us. Be for us. Don't be against us. Like, let's work together. Let's communicate together. Let's get the understanding, the respect out there. And then we can communicate as a person. Like, learn to ask questions to us. Learn to get to know us. It's okay. We're not going to bite or rip your head off. Like, please just respect us and understanding. Thank you for listening. Bye, guys.